December, I finally graduated. Since my last semester was pretty hectic, I really did not focus on jobs at that time. Even the things I applied, I was not getting any response. When I started applying, I was trying to reach out to people and send out my resumes. But somewhere I felt something was missing. No companies coming, no calls, nothing. So that's when I'm like, okay, this something is missing here, and I really need someone to guide me in this. That was like pretty frustrating because you see your friends just getting job in weeks right after they graduating. So when things like this happen, you just start to lose your confidence no matter what you do. You just start to doubt yourself. So that's when I thought, okay, grad jobs is something that I should try. And then I had a pretty good conversation with you back in Jan. I felt this is the right platform for me. So I came, and then my resume just got polished like crazy level. What I learned from grad jobs is like you need to tweak and change every resume, like for every job role. And that was the best practice according to me. And I used to change everything according to the role, and then it just got selected. And the first one, in next day I got a call for interview. For me, the major thing was the resume. That was where I lacked, and it is important how you market yourself. And I learned that from you, and you are the best in that. You have the skills, but if you don't showcase them, you're not going anywhere. I have experience, 3 years of experience, but no one is seeing that. As you said, recruiters don't usually have a lot of time with the 5 or 10 seconds they have. They just want to see what they want to see. So it's very important to have the right resume. And then, yes, I started getting calls. And the next part was like preparing for interview. They were used to ask, tell me about yourself. I just used to say like 1 or 2 lines and be done with it. You showed me how to actually take the interview how you want. That was really helpful. And then they were interested in knowing a lot more with what I say in tell me about yourself part. So that's when I started clearing rounds and went further. Maybe that left a lasting impression with one of the recruiter, because even though I did not get selected for that role, they hired a much experienced person. They came back and gave me another role, data analyst role. And with the current job, the one thing they were really impressed with was the application process. You just helped me write all the key selection criteria, and I had no clue how to write that. Then, yeah, it was a painful job, but yeah, I just sent them that and they got back. They loved your key selection criteria and they moved me to interview, and rest all you know. So there was no turning back from then. I was really happy. I mean, okay, someone is actually selecting me now after so much of effort. After 3 days, she got back to me and she told there's an offer for me. It was pretty quick. It did not take a lot of time like the before ones.
You were referred to the grad jobs program, right?
Yeah, I was referred by 2 people. I saw his beautiful post on LinkedIn, how he got into PwC. That was very catching, that caption. So, and then I reached out to him. I started talking like what was his approach and everything. I asked him like, how do you know the grad jobs and how was your experience? He gave a very positive feedback and nice suggestions, and he recommended like 10 on 10. Any one of us would do 10 on 10. And then I actually came to grad jobs and saw the alumni or the people who are already there. I saw that was from the same university. So I just called him up, and he was very helpful, and to spend some time and talk to me over the things that he did and how you actually help. I think he recommends grad jobs for whoever he knows, because I've got a very positive feedback from him as well. These are the 2 people like I know and I've spoke with. What kept me going was you have to be positive. Don't lose that hope your confidence and never doubt yourself. You will get a job. That's what I would say to whoever is searching job. There are like endless nights I've just cried and went back to sleep. I mean, what is happening? Because it takes a toll on your mental health. At certain times, you do go low at some point. You need to cheer up on your own and get back yourself and do what it's needed. And when I'm finally working at a job, like now where I am, when I look back, it is totally worth like every day, because I know what it took to be here. Even with the slightest inconvenience I have with my job, I would not complain about it, because this is what you wanted. You should be grateful. Like, just be grateful about the things you have in your life. And I think that will give you more and more in your life. This is my personal mantra. Like, you just have to appreciate what you have. And I am very grateful for my job, which I have today. I mean, that is all because of what I went through. If I'm asked whether I'll be ready to do that all over again, I would say yes, any day. I've started my data analyst role with Victoria government. So far, so good. Learning new things every day. It's pretty challenging, but this is what I wanted to do, so no complaints. When I got this offer, I had like two offers. So when I was discussing with people, okay, one is government and the other one is this private one. People were like, okay, government is all good, job security, everything is there, but you don't really get to learn or, do much. So why don't you go to a private one where you use the cool technologies and everything? Thank God I didn't listen and I just made my own decision. But that is not what it is. Like, they have all the cool technologies and tools, and it's not laid back. They take their work very seriously. There will be requests coming from minister's office. You just have to get onto it and do the work. Mostly they follow agile practices. I'm learning a lot, like from day one. I actually said like, okay, I have been offered with another position, another role, so I need to think. She just went above and beyond. It was like a huge mail she sent out, like why she want me in this particular team. To be honest, there was like no comparison between the money. The other one was on the very higher end. But then you have to look at things when you're starting out your career. You have to end up in a right place. This is my first IT job in Australia, and here the culture is different, so the working style is also different, so you need to adjust to all these things. And after working for 2 months, I know I made the best decision.